She didn't know she had that. Okay, that'll be better. There's one missing. Yeah, there's one missing. It's two pins missing. I'll use that. I need to get some paper. This ain't gonna work. I shouldn't find an eraser. I'll go find one. Oh, you can't even sit this camera. I'm gonna go get my other camera. This camera. Can you see it? That's the thing. I need my other phone. That's right big. Yeah. I think that's I'm just putting it together. I ain't started yet. I'm just late. I just woke up. I just don't like how it is set up. Maybe because it is. I think that's a little bit better. Ooh. Maybe that's better. Let's move it up. Maybe that's better. Okay, let's get it. All right, we're gonna start. All right. Let's see. Oh, I done broke it. I need help. I need help. I'm breaking all this bullshit. There we go. Stop it. I'm gonna have to back it back up. Let's see. Let's move it this way. I need my light. Y'all can't see it. Better get ghetto. I wonder if I put it in front of the TV, would that be better? My TV right here. I'm just trying to find a place so y'all could see it. I don't know if I want it over here. And this is not a good camera. I may move it back. Yeah, I'm moving it back. And the light terrible. Damn. I didn't move the light. Let's see how this one works. There's a lot of people over here. Maybe that's better. It's just, this camera sucks to high heavens. You can't see nothing. Did it too loud. What can I do? Y'all can't see that, can you? The light is bad. Okay. I need to be in the other room. And I can't get up under the light. And maybe I could. Okay, one more move and we're going to start. Everything is done. Everything is done. The first part is done. Duty is loud. Damn. I can't put it right. Okay. We're going to try something else, and then I'm just going to go for a time ticking. I got shit to do. Places to be today. Okay, here we go, y'all. I think this may work. Damn, I need this light. If I put that board up here. Fuck it. I need to be over there. There's people in there. I need my room to let me know when they be making changes. I'm having to redo my whole thing because people need a place to sleep. The garage is cool. I'm just going to have to try to zoom in on that ass. Because this camera is opposite of what I'm doing. Okay, let's get started. Okay. This camera sucks. This camera sucks. Sucks. Yeah, we got people here. And I'm sorry, they in my damn room where all my light and stuff is. And this ain't setting. I just don't like it. But we're going to move forward anyway. I don't like how it look. I don't like how you can't see it. It look different. Maybe if I try that. And then you can't see it. Okay, I need to be in my other. It need to be on the wall, period. And I gotta pee. All right. So we're gonna do this one side of the day. Your girl can work it all the way. I just need my other camera so you can see clear. But I don't want nobody breaking into my stuff. So. All right, so this is where we are. This is building blocks versus regression. All signs, Aries, whoever, you know your sign, don't matter. Meaning anybody can come. We're broadcasting from a couple of platforms, okay? I don't know if they got it on the one I wanted on. I want to be on linked, but I'd rather say Zodiac Triggers for them because their understanding is different. All right, so these are the building blocks. We have a building block here. The building blocks are gonna be over here, and then we're gonna talk about regression first. We're gonna talk about regression first, what it's about, how it plays a part in your building blocks, how regression and building blocks is the same thing. You just have to know the meanings. If you have your pen and paper, please write down regression, and the meaning of it is to return to a former or less developed state. Meaning, we have three sides to that. Because a less developed state and the meaning of regression, it's usually used in variables in math and y-axis, n-axis, it's an independent, regression is an independent thing. But you can change it, okay? So we're going to be using that today with, what I took the liberty, if you came in and walked in to see what I was doing, I took the liberty of putting some things together. So these are the things we're going to be working with, the word regression, with the strength of relationships, because, regression is one thing. It's one variable. It's one thing. You have to work with that in order to get that answer. And another thing with regression and bringing in strength of relationships, business, life, whatever, is the eligibility. With regression, you have one choice because you're going with one thing. If you go look up the word regression, go ahead and look it up. If you have your pen and paper available, I told you guys to bring pens and paper to these classes, and I would appreciate if you take the information. Or you can come back to the video and refer. However, it works, okay? Now, you know with regression that there is one choice to make. Even under the word of regression, it's balance and change. These are your choices. These are the two things that you would have to balance in regression because it's going to center around you being eligible to stick with one choice, all signs. Okay? These are the levels. These are the situations that you get stuck in because the choice has been made. But this is the things that makes that imbalance start, that eligibility, what's for you, what's not for you. Should I choose this situation? Should I choose this career? Should I choose this person? Should I choose this choice? Should I choices. But when you're working with regression, you got to be quick-minded. You have to be able to move on it. You have to be a self-starter. You have to be an independent person because it is an independent number. Regression, look it up. Now, we're talking about, so if we want to change it over to statistics, race, and all that kind of stuff, we don't want to go there. We're just going to say statistical, the common choices. Yes, no, I don't know, maybe, sure, call me back, half-ass. That's what this is. Because the choices has been made because regression is a word. It's a word, it's a meaning, it's silent, it's an independent word for choice. Choice have been made. The balance is there. This has to bring in the strength of your career relationships, the strength of your personal relationships, just relationships, period. But when we go on to statistical, we talk about dependency, statistical judgment, statistical background, where you coming from, who's making the choices, upbringing, statistical. A lot of common meanings with this right here, if you just look it up and think about it, the reason why it's under one thing represents ego, high attitude, high confidence, high energies, fast energies, a person that's in control. But on the other side of that, it is an egotistical maniac. Hello? It's a very selfish, to almost fail. It is a very selfish individual. So I gave you some things that you can work with, but it's nothing wrong with bringing this word into your life. This is a counter reaction. There's nothing wrong with bringing these things into your life because balance and change is good. We never get to this point. I done left them pens over here. You never get to the eligibility when you come to this word. If you're working from a red flag, dependency, statistical background, how you were raised, it really comes from a selfish person. This word, and everybody has a little bit in them. Selfish choices. Those are mine. These are mine. I want to stash this to the side. I want to do things for myself. But often coming with this word, there's no hidden thing. Everything's out on the front. Everything is told. People know how you are. They know how you carry yourself. But since the eligibility is what qualifies you for a balance and change. Usually this falls under high self-esteem because this person right here, I already know this stuff, but they are never eligible for the full-on feeling because they're working from a statistical mind frame, the people they are around. They often go around people that have less value, less thing. They don't know more. They just been around better. This is a red flag for this. You don't want to never get into this with this word because you want to always have yourself open up for an eligibility to make a choice through your balance and change. See, this right here is your statistical. It stops you. It stops you. You only go part-time. You don't full go all the way. This has to be brought out into your mentality so you can take advantage of a more. Because you know, with the word regression, less, the past, lack, unstable, not knowing what you're doing, but this word falls under a selfish individual mind frame. So, in order to qualify for the word more, you have to open yourself up for a solid, confident choice. Okay? So you kind of using the energy of us. This is a selfish type thing. But you sometimes you have to use that. And you have to use that energy. I want you to work on the word statistical. If you have your pen and paper, write down statistical. And I want you to get your red marker or take your pen and arrow it down. And in a circle, I want you to write dependency. I want you to write in parentheses, selfish individual mind frame. And I want you to put the little dots I did like that, if you can see it. If you see those little dots down there that I did, those are red flags. Okay? I want you to work from that if you can. Just study it. It's something to study. It's something to study. So I just wanted to break down what regression is. It is a math term. It is used in fractions and stuff like that. But so you have to look in between that to know what you can get out of it. And what you can get out of it is eligibility. I want you to write eligibility equals it to your dependency. Because you want to take away the dependency. And you want to take away the dependency. And the dependency will leave you with less, but the eligibility will qualify you for more choices. It opens you up. So you want to go into I'm telling you all this stuff so when I do these signs, you understand. This is what's qualifying you. The statistical is qualifying you. Let me write that down. This word is qualifying you. Will qualify. The word less leaves you in the dependency box. Codependency. I'm used to doing, I'm not talking about love, I'm talking about the routine. Routine, because you have to understand here, balance and change. Strength of your relationships. You have them on both sides. The eligibility is a choice. It qualifies you for that. So your statistical qualifies you for more. Your less goes under the word of dependency. Whatever. You have to attach yourself. This is your red flag. This is your red flag. This qualifies you for more eligibility. Okay? Using energies in order to produce yourself in another way. Balance and change is where you're definite. Strength of relationships is where you are weak. Because it has everything to do with emotions and career and finances. Everything you do plays a part in tomorrow. Attitude, wording, thinking, mind frame, selfish mind frame, statistical mind frame, regression, return to a former or less developed state. You see, because your what? Statistical qualifies you for more and less dependency. You open up yourself for a solid choice. So the things are happening here. But this right here, this I'm less. I don't know. My statistics say where I'm from, we don't do that. You got to use them words and get to pushing. Red flag. This is what you don't do. This is what you don't do. Balance and then start and stop. And then stop. And then come back, start and stop. You're building up your statistics, your red flags. Get into you. Get into your mind frame. Dependency. You want to get into your eligibility. Your one choice that's going to make everything come together and bring in those positive things because you're going into this time frame of zodiac all signs where your eligibility is going to qualify you for a choice that's solid. And this has to be a confident choice. That's why I want you to use statistical. This is regression. This is a egomaniac type of thing. This type of person is very, very confident. That's why I wanted to use regression versus building blocks, because building blocks you do every day. But I want to turn those building blocks into a positive regression for you. If you get a chance, go ahead and red flag it out. I want you to red flag this out to a positive outcome. What are they hollering about? So we're going to put that here, positive outcome. Who is he yelling? They must be playing the game together. Okay? This is what we're going. This is what we're doing. This is what I want you to work on. This is a motor skill. This is not mental. This is a motor skill. This is not something you're born with this type of stuff. Those people with big, high confidence, they're born with that. You have to take on their attitude and adjust your balance to the season and bring out your qualification. Because you will be eligible for a choice. But if you don't if these don't even up, these patterns, if this doesn't even up, all you're going to do is be going through the same relationships in 2020 over and over again. You're going to have to shift yourself a little bit in the month of November. It ain't over. Thanksgiving ain't got nothing to do with time. That's just man's way of saying, okay, let's do this, let's do that, do what I say do. Hey, that's not stopping the work, okay? This is what we're working with. So when we talk about former, when we talk about less, to me, former is not anymore. I relate that to the past. So if you take an opportunity to see here, I have the word former here. I want you to put in parentheses past. Okay? When we talk about less, I don't use former unless it's the same thing. I put less under dependency. I want you to put finance. I want you to put finance there. I want you to put career development. We're working with real words in life here. We're not working with supersonic and spirit today. They can kiss my caboots. Career, you're working with finance. You're working with, this is development. This is development, career development. Watch where I take you. Okay? Statistical. What you ought to be doing versus the mind frame and where you're taking yourself. See, I just took you to balance. If you notice, if I have it, I don't have my other camera, but the blues are color coded. Let's go ahead and put this here. If you could see the blue is color coded for effort. Okay? Got a pen and paper. If you take a look here, I have former, past parentheses, is color coded for effort. I have your strength of relationships, effort. I have your eligibility, which we're going to be working on in a minute, what's going to make those choices come in for you. And we have balance and we have change, effort. So what I did is I took the opportunity to take your former and break it down, to give you the meaning, to give you the energy, to give you the feeling. Former is past, what you probably are doing now. You have to be doing, because you did the same thing yesterday. You peed the same way. You ate the same way. You went to work the same way. Some of y'all wore the same drawers yesterday to today. I'm just saying, former panties. Former. Yeah, they dirty. Past. X. I want you to take it forward here. We're going to take it forward here and put an X. You know we're working with regression. We're working with numbers. Okay? X equals past. Come on, go with me right quick. Effort, balance, and change. You've been doing that forever. Eligibility, you ain't been doing that forever because you don't know what qualifies you for it. Because you're in your statistical, my area, my genre, where I live, what we do every day. You see what I'm saying? But we're working from an egomaniac's mind frame. Let's do this. So I took a chance to forward you. X equals past, former. We ain't using that no more. We're using past, former. It's X equals past. I want to produce that. One way you can produce that is by going to the word less. Regression, return to past or less developed state of mind. Not Texas, California. This is a motor. This is motor. This is not mental. This is motor. This is walking, moving, going out, doing it, applying. Motor skill. Then we get into the word less. Okay? And to me, the word less could be a little bit brighter today. When you think about less, what you think about? Not having. Everybody don't think like that. Because a person that's statistical with regression, a egomaniac, that's not a word to them. They don't do less. Less is when they don't even get to less. Because this word doesn't exist. Because the first thing they're going to think about is because they have everything going for them. What do I lack? I'm trying to tell you, someone that's used to having been on a certain income frame. I want you to be in that mind frame, a certain income, a more stable life, making a certain money a year. This word doesn't come to them. Former comes to them. There's a different terminology. There's a different mind state. There's a different thinking. But statistical is less. That's the same as dependency. Everyday routine. I want you to take the opportunity. When we think less, we think about going after it. Because the person with this mind frame already has it. You're going to go after it. What will make less more and make the past into former? Going after those finances, career development, business ideas. Okay, under dependency, business ideas. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you into, we're not going to qualify yet. Okay. We're not going into qualify yet because I'm getting ready to do your blocks through the signs. Okay. So I wanted to do the all signs because people are people and everybody is welcome here. That's the thing I'm going to be doing now. These are the things you're going to be seeing me do. Everything I'm going to be doing from now on is going to be all signs. Tarot, and I've done that for 150,000 years. Okay, so I want you to understand. Some people don't understand my style of reading, but this is where it comes from. I could do this with my eyes closed. This is where my readings come from. This is where I base it from. This is not for readers. If you are reading, to get your ass out of here now, because I see this on your channel. I see you with Judge Judy, okay? And whoever else. I'm not doing this. Y'all do your little clarifying and all that, and I'll go ahead and kick down the 100%, okay? The word less comes to mind when I think about copycatting, okay? So this is what we're going to do. If you took the opportunity to write down the things I said, go ahead and do that. I'll give you a moment. You can do the dependency. You want this regression to be a positive outcome because this is a positive reading. I am putting you in the mind of somebody that's very, I call them a egomaniac. You can't tell them shit. I want you to be in that high self-esteem. I want you to feel like you have the same things that someone with a very high self-esteem. And when I say very high self-esteem, let's talk about the building blocks of a successful person. Hello. Okay. I'm gonna give you a moment if you can see this, if you want to write, if you want to write this stuff down or come back to it, you can. This is regression. Regression is what you're working with now without the positives. So the regression, I have a high self-esteem. In my mind, I have everything I need. I don't qualify for less because I am not a statistic or I don't think statistical. Just a routine way of doing things. There's nothing wrong with that. We need to bring in more things. You got the balance. You got the strength of relationships. You have the effort. The effort is there. The effort is with everybody, but you do not have the eligibility of a choice to change things for you. You don't think it. You have to think that. So I have to put you in a place of someone that knows it. And you have to own the regression. Become regressive. Become a regression. Become a regressor. Egomaniac. But don't be one. If you already one, this ain't for you, honey. I need you to red flag things. I need you to look at what I told you. I need you to get into the mind frame of this. Somebody that has a real huge ego. But see, some of you people have that balance. So like I said, I'm going to go over it again. You have the strength of relationships. But you don't have the strength of the finance, the career development, and the business ideas. Because you are still in the statistical less word. An egomaniac is still using the former. They don't do it. They don't equals it to. They don't look and go and wait. They go after it. They execute it. I need you to be in the mind frame of an egomaniac. Can't tell them shit. They ugly as hell, and they think everybody want them. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about their essence, how they act, how they hold their head up, how they don't let anyone get them. That I need you to be in that mind frame, because I want to get you out of your red flag. I want you to get out of your. I want you to qualify for the eligibility, the choice, the choice. I want you to qualify to be eligible for a solid choice. Okay, with a positive outcome. Using dependency to move on new career things. Less. I need you to qualify. And we're gonna go ahead and put in the. Is it in black? Okay. We're gonna be using. These pens are too big. These must be for some kindergarten teachers. So we're gonna do this, and we're going to use black to qualify. That's where we're going. This is color code. I always do. Okay. So here we go. We have our color codes going. So you know when you see me write in blue, those are the efforts I want you to take. Those are the things that you own. But see, I put eligibility and make it a main choice because of the imbalance, because I want you to put yourself in that effort. So it is an effort, even though it's not coming out, because if it wasn't coming out, then you would be having what you want. You wouldn't be looking for answers. You wouldn't be looking for these things. These are the areas that's making you codependent. These are the areas where there is some type of lack. But in the black, if you take a regression, qualify, effort, okay? The red are the red flags for positive outcomes. And the positive outcomes I have for you is I want you to red flag the emotions of being dependent, meaning statistic, doing things because this is my culture, doing things because this is where I am, being somewhere, having to be routine because this is my dependency, because this statistic thing is happening. No, 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 no. That's a red flag. That'll keep you stuck. Because by you even doing the same things every day, it's a routine, it's a circle, it's a codependency. It's life is a codependency, period. Without you doing the same things, certain things would be done. So that's a red flag to an egomaniac. Even though they're in a bubble like us, they can bust it at any time they want to because they have the confidence to move on in strength. Come on. That's where I'm taking you. Let's go. Now, let's talk about the building blocks. We're going to be using, within the 12 signs, we're going to be using a lot of finance, a lot of career development, a lot of business ideas. I'm going to be doing some advertisements. And some advertisements I used when I got on the network, and when I did different things. I'm going to show you how to advertise your own stuff. Not mine, your own stuff. That will qualify you for that type of thing. But I'm not here to help readers because they should have already came here with A1. Anything that happens to you on here and you a reader, you should already be used to. You shouldn't be on here complaining about somebody saying something about you, because remember where you came from. You was a triple OG. But then y'all over here and y'all minimize. So whatever. I don't believe nothing y'all say, because I don't see it. And I ain't here to teach you nothing. Any of this on your channel, we're going to have a problem, period. Stick to your tarot cards and spirit. He ain't helping you, and I don't talk to him. I talk to the Lord about it. Boom. I qualify for a blessing, and you do too. Ain't nothing wrong with readers, but sometimes that shit get old and stale. Because nobody's teaching nothing over here anymore. People want your money. They want to talk about love. They want to talk about these late relationships. They want to talk, oh, surprise, they come. Surprise work on you. Surprise get into you. Because whatever you attract in your past and you doing better, you can't be going back to somebody when you have developed yourself better. They going to be using you because you're going to be their lifeline. So you can let Tom, Dick, Harriet, Frank, whoever come back, but they're going to be using you. They're going to be using on your energy, your new time, whatever you have developed to make yourself better. Finish the course of your regression, and that person that's where you are will stand. And you have to not go into this statistical type emotion thing, feeling, I take you back. This will bring in that relationship you want. You got to get into it. You have to try to fix your mentality. You have to watch how you walk into things. You have to watch what you walk into and how you walk into and the things that you think when you're walking into things. Because sometimes when you watch people, by them continuing to watch it, that's a faith action. They keep telling you your lover or your whoever gonna come back. That's a faith action because whatever you put your eyes in and you believe it will come to you. And whatever they're bringing back to you is all that nastiness. They send it all of it back to you because you're watching them and you're bringing in those nasty relationships. See, your emotions will attach you. That's a code. Your emotions will attach you to things. They're not teaching that over here. They teaching. They're gonna come back, give me your money, and I'll tell you again tomorrow. Say it ain't so. Be proctor2011 at gmail.com. You got a problem with what I'm saying? Talk to the Lord about it. I'm not trying to be funny, but I am. So that's what we're doing. I hope that you're enjoying what's going on here. This is what it's about. At some point, when you gonna break yourself? At some point, when you gonna teach something? Your own stuff, what you learn. Y'all don't have that because you came here from sites and stuff, doing this pretend stuff. You can't talk to people from pretend entities. You can't talk to people from fakeness. You got to keep it 100 with them. When you working with people, you walk slow. You walk very slow. You don't get on here being everybody home girl, baby. You don't be your subscribers home girl to 3 years because them same ones you slapping 5 with and having your back, they gonna stab you with the same hand. Ask me about it, I tell you. That's why I'm so low. So this is what's going on. I ain't trying to hate on nobody, but I ain't trying to be funny, but this genre is over. I mean, ain't nobody over. I ain't seen nobody. Everybody that used to be here that's old, them the only ones I will refer to y'all. Marie Moore's, Manal Pond, all the old ones. Precious Gemstone, the old ones. Michelle Knight, the old ones. These new ones, baby, they done picked these out of a Toy Story box. They all doing the same thing. They remind me of all this picker stuff. Pick my and give it. They witches, they do all kind of stuff, but their day has come, okay? Everybody's figuring out that they were stealing, and I try to tell y'all that out. Every chance I get to knock them down, I will do it, because the work can't touch this one at no point. And they're so young. You would think that they would know what they were doing when they came. They do the same thing. I want to be a reader, but a reader is not about you born into this. You know this without studying it. It comes out of your mouth because it is your gift to help other people. Tarot cards is not a gift. Intuitiveness is. Since no one can put their finger on what an intuitive is, everybody want to claim intuitive, but they have so many dislikes and there's so many complaints. They're saying y'all stealing and y'all doing all this. I believe every bit of it. I believe everything bad they say about every bit of it because you can look on their channels and tell they full of BS. You don't see any work. You see what spirits say. What did you say? Because I don't believe in a spirit. So maybe that's why you talk about so many different things because you don't have a solid belief system. You don't have anything you believe in. You're teaching them about something that you saw somebody else do. If you don't, let me see some of this right here. Let me see where you been. Let me see where you came from before you came to YouTube in esoteric. Let me see it. Let me see it. You can't do it because you made it up when you got here or you copied it from somebody else. It's the truth. It's the truth. This ain't about no love and no stuckness. This is about getting the career you want, getting the stability you want, getting your mind frame in the direction of being eligible to make a solid choice. That's what I'm about. Helping. I'm about moving people forward. I'm about all that love stuff. I'm not about all this gossipy, messy type readings. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna help my subscribers move to the next level. And you too can become one if you quit trying to copy my content. Okay, so that's what we're going here. We're done. I talk a lot of noise, but I can bag it up. But I also am a nice person. I help everybody that come by me, and my subscribers know it too. Okay, so here you can't charge $10 when you can't even do a general. Here we go. This is what's going on. So tired of them hoes. Hope you wrote that down. Let's work with building blocks. Did you close the door? Yeah, but damn. Because I know I'm going to see this somewhere and we're going to have a problem. I'm coming straight for your forehead. I see this. I'm coming straight for your forehead. I swear to God. I'm going to YouTube and then I'm coming straight for your forehead. Again. If you can't sell horoscopes, you can't sell this. What's this? Man, I done messed around and put a permanent marker on here. What did I use? Oh well. Look. We'll get it off with a little alcohol. The grease will get it off. So let's go ahead and work with building blocks. Okay? So we have 14, we have each sign, right? We have each sign, and we're gonna do blocks for each sign. Okay, just give me a moment to do them all. And in each box, I'm going to be putting those regressions. I'm going to be putting those, what you can do to build up, what it could equals to. We're going to do that. Okay. Okay, that's how far we're going to do. So we're going to start with 8, the first 8 signs. Okay. I'm sorry I got to be shady, but that's the way it works sometimes. When you want to get the devil out of the building, you call his ass out. Never be afraid to speak about your work. You be confident in what you do. You be confident. If you different than everybody, you be confident. You call the devil out on his mess because you can. And the word can means because I did it. You know what I'm saying? When you do it, you can call people out. Other than that, you need to be quiet. Okay? So here we go with Aries. Somebody left when I said no readers in here. By who? So we have a building block for Aries. We have a building block for Taurus. I'm going to put some of those regression positives. I'm going to give you some tips on how to bring something in. This is going to take a while. So if you, bye, don't nobody care. Floof, this ain't for you to take to your child. Bye, care about you leaving. Hello? Okay. I can hear you. Out where? It sounds like some kids. It's probably next door. I don't hear nothing out there. You sure that wasn't Braxton there? It's probably somebody out there that's next door. Okay. All right. Okay. Brandon didn't say that. I'm sitting up here with him. It don't sound like nothing. I don't hear no dogs. It must be next door. I didn't hear nothing. Could have been somebody that pulled up, but they didn't know. Okay. And so we have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. We have Libra. Scorpio. Brandon, what are you talking about? What noise outside? Huh? A pack of wolves? What you mean wolves? Wolves back there fighting? Yeah. She wants you down there. I didn't hear nothing. Wolves? What made a big deal about it? It's not me. Somebody just called me about it. No, Braxton told you. I saw you coming. Look at my phone, see who just called me and asked me about what's the noise. In the backyard. See, y'all can hear it back there. I'm on the other side of the house. Oh, annoying. Just annoying. If Gecko sit down, if they ain't biting and eating you up, sit down. So I took the opportunity to do the first 8. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and then we're gonna go from the next one, okay? Look, look, listen, y'all. I got the signs wrong. I'm absent-minded right quick. It's Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, man. Wait a minute. Whatever, man. It has to be in the right order. Ain't it Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo? Okay. So it's Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. What come out the Libra? Ain't it Scorpio, Sagittarius? Whatever. Do you see me? Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. Okay? So these are the ones that we're going to be putting in regression. And whatever comes in, I want you to use the energy of what I put you. So this is building blocks versus regression. In regression, what I'm going to go ahead and do and put in everybody's thing is I'm going to, if you have a red pen, statistic. Everybody's going to get a statistical. I'm going to get a big S. Start with an S. She got on your nerves. What'd you say, Brandon? Brandon, this drama, I just can't. Ugh. So everyone is going to get a S for statistical background, different cultures. It's not about sign, but over here, these girls think they are some type of store warrior. They think that they live on top of clouds and they can move mountains and that the stars is inside their chest and they want to work from what words say, like, um well, I don't believe in retrograde and all that kind of stuff because I just believe live your life and whatever's going to come in is going to come in. It just depends on what you bring in, your mind frame, and whatever you put into bringing those things. So all that other stuff ain't got nothing to do with me. That's how I'm saying. I don't do, if you're into astrology, fine. I don't cuss people out because I'm feeling Mars. I don't cuss people out because it's in Metro. Those are excuses for BS. Because at the end of the day, if none of that stuff was going on and you knew nothing about it, how would you ever cuss somebody out? How would you ever tell somebody off? You have to be using another word. No, see, that's why I said it's a lot of BS wordplay around here. If you want to serve, you don't need a team to do it. You go tell that person and you move on. They're not talking to them. They talking to you. So you work from the you, okay? You don't bring people in on, they're not talking to them. You don't have to use excuses in order to be confident. You know. I'm not gonna call no names, but these basics. So here we go. Let's go ahead and start working with the Aries. It's gonna take a minute. Give me a second. It's gonna take a minute. So the Aries is over here. Oh Lord, it's gonna take a while. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. If this film go out, I'm done. I'm telling you now, I ain't gonna. I got another reading to do next. So here we go. Okay, so now, see, Aries. So, Aries, you have an S too, but I'm about to take your S away. We're gonna move it over here. Hey, okay, here we go. So, I'm gonna give Aries a big star for an S. This is a red flag sign. And I red flag. And we're going to do another color coding. Red flag is in the red. And the red flags are good or bad, okay? We're going to times it. G or B. Good or bad. The red flags can be good or bad. So, you know that, I'm going to have to do that. I'm sorry. Aries, a red flag. Because right now, Aries, you're dealing with decision making. You don't have any balance right now. You don't have anything to bounce off of because there is some type of the effort. There is loss here. And if you took a if you saw the regression, I saw it in finance for you. And we're gonna go ahead and color code a purple, because you know purple is in answers. If you remember our color coding, if you remember the coding, you're supposed to be with me. The purple is for those answers. Wait a minute, that ain't purple. What the shaboop whoop is going on? We missing colors. Okay, brown is underlined, and we're gonna use brown for answers today. Okay, and if you get a chance, get your. So we're using that for answers. Okay, so we have this loss in finance areas. Okay, so when we're talking about the regression, we're gonna do the answers. Okay, you're gonna have to make a choice in between love and your regression, your ego, your ego. And when I'm talking about ego, sometimes I'm gonna I'm gonna put your judgment right here. I'm gonna put your little right here. What is this? What, what? We're gonna put a big green for judgmental. Okay, so and right here, I'm gonna put a judgmental. These are the three things that you're working with right now. Fire sign. I wish I can bring this up. I don't care about you leaving. Goodbye. This ain't for you no way. You shouldn't have been in here anyway, okay? This ain't for you. I don't do readers. You're dealing with loss in finance. You're dealing with love and regression. And I did the line, and this stands for answers. We don't have the purple tonight because I don't know what I did with it. I may have, it must be in the wrong. Answers. And your answers are going to have to come into your love. Okay? Where you balance and need your change is how you think, that judgmental. Because all of this right here, yeah, I don't know what's going on. All of this right here is keeping you from this. Okay? How you think. They have to fit you. They have to fit what you're doing. They have to go along with what you're doing. They have to be able to do something for you. This ain't for everybody. This is what's coming up. This is what's in here. These are the things that you are working with. Some of you fire signs have some type of loss of finance. Maybe you're spending less. Maybe you're spending more. Maybe you're taking from another account that you're not using. But the word of the day today is going to be that regression is in your judgmental area. Choices. Something is keeping you from moving forward in a love relationship because of your what? Judgmental regression, your ego, control. We're going to be putting the color blue here for control. Okay? Some of your fire signs are really here. You're really basing here. You're really on this finance. You're really on this life of this loss of finance. And in this box with the building blocks, the building blocks, the building blocks is your success. It's your red flag. It's what you live off of. It is your ego, your finances, how you work. You know, sometimes this sign right here is very powerful. They work under strength. They work under strength. They work under courage, and they work under ego, which is good for this sign because if you have that strength and you have that courage, it's not, that's just who they are. I don't really, people say they're egomaniacs and stuff like that. This is the things, this is why they have it. They're just about good. They're competitive. They're a competitor. A lot of them work with investments. A lot of them have successful businesses. A lot of them work in the area of ego. But in this upcoming time frame, Aries, I need you to that control that you're trying to control with this loss in finances. I want you to qualify that. I want you to use that strength, that courage, and that ego to decide on that regression. Don't use it to see if, almost being, I don't know if they for me, they don't live the life I live. They two different people, but see, that's where you're wrong. Because we're going to go into these answers again and say opportunity for change. If you looked at the regression chart, I talked about balance and change. I talked about statistics. I talked about being routine. I talked about dependency. This is what you're working with. These are the things, and we talked about this. We talked about you just still playing. You're trying to wait it out. You're trying to wait it out. But see, you're not that type of sign because you have the strength and the courage and the ego. What's got you in your feelings, let's go ahead and do the pink, is because you base everything around here. In this box, everything around. Some of you fire Aries base your friendships, colleagues around the type of money you make. We're going to go ahead and put this hot pink fuchsia as a emotional non-effort. No, an emotional fake effort. Because at the end of the day, for the type of fire sign this is, this could take you out. So you have the strength. That's motor. Motor. You have the control. Motor. Finance. You have the attitude. Judgmental ego. Everything's worked out for you. You've always won. You've always taken things to the next level. So I want to red flag your emotions as being fake. Your emotional efforts being fake. It could come off like that because this right here doesn't add up to why you can't make a judgment about giving answers to a love relationship. What's the issue? What's the issue? What's the holdup? Why can't you give yourself answers? You possess everything. You red flag your emotions. So if we're red flagging your emotions in this pink, there's something fake going on. You do not want to, we're gonna hit that brown. You don't want to do the right thing sometimes. Your answers is equal into your, what was the word we was using over there? What was we talking about in the regression? Does anybody remember what we were talking about in the regression? In this box right here, here's purple. The underlying answers equals to what? If anybody can tell me, this equals to what for this sign? No, that's the emotions. That's what it comes off as. They can come off. This is what it comes off as right now, because they're hiding this. Whatever this is hiding behind something. Okay. All this confusion is good. It's good. All this confusion is good because I love everything. You have this love situation, but this, where you come from and who you hang with, is making a major part in this saying the right things but not meaning it. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, playing the part but then getting paid for it. You see what I'm saying? Trying to bring in things to be accepted. Trying to bring in things to be accepted. That's in there. You're coming up on this. Lost finance, you're gonna control that. You're gonna get your answers to that. Because knowing you're gonna move on and do an independence, right, Dominique? Right. Okay. This judgmental is going to kill your answers. Or you're being too big headed. Should you lower your standards? See, those are the things that this sign thinks of because they have this high self-esteem. And if they meet someone that doesn't, if they meet someone, the same for everybody, if they meet someone that doesn't have that effort in finances, okay? If they don't meet this is a struggle for this sign. Because a loss is not a word. A loss is not a word to this sign. They're struggling with this. Their regression is in their ego, which flips it into a counter reaction of being judgmental, which sounds fake. So unless you're gonna meet this sign with a certain type of finances at this current time, it's gonna be nothing but control with that sign. Because there is a lack because of the judgmental. Living a lifestyle of statistical, living a certain lifestyle. They're not balanced. This is not balance because it shouldn't be a problem. The word fake shouldn't even be in that person's mouth. This is a super soaker sign. This is a super successful sign. This is a super positive sign. People say this sign goes good with Libra. I say kiss ass. It could if you're dealing with somebody that's fair, because the air sign brings fairness to this sign, but they would never admit it because they would never admit these things because of the statistical judgmental. Okay? Of the statistical, that's what the word is. The statistics in this situation is the judgmental. Okay? They making the effort. They make the money. They know what they got. But they red flag that emotion. It is something wrong with that emotion and it comes out fake because they never want to get to this point. They're trying to decide. They're not going to never decide. It's going to take them 10 years to decide because this is something that they're not used to working with. Admitting, and effort. Admitting and effort in it. Now, they'll put effort in things they want to do. But I'm talking about this current situation that's going on. This has to come out of this. Because if they go ahead and make an effort and accept the loss and quit being so big-headed about whatever is going on, it's not going to be a problem in here. Because the judgment is coming from this loss. Right now, if you're dealing with this type of sign, they're going to come off real phony. It's because of the loss of some type of finances or something not going their way. But this green, if you understand where I'm taking you, at the green, the brown, the answers, they need to decide on the situation that's currently going on. And all of this back flag is because they own this, they're judgmental, they own that word. And they red flag good and bad because they go back and forth, like telling you what you want to hear and then telling you what you want to hear. But the whole time their mind is on finances. Gaining, productive, but you got to understand this sign. They are that type of sign. They deserve to have good egos. They deserve to have that control. They deserve that stability. But the things that could make it even better are the things that they're very judgmental about. They could come off a little fakish because it's almost like saying what you want to hear, but this is the ultimate thing. You'll commonly find this sign. Maybe the women go digging, or maybe even the men go digging, but they already got it. They only go after successes like themselves, but they come into a loss when the situation changes from control. When they're controlled, and when the situation changes from control to answers and to qualify and ever. Come on, Aries. That judgmental kills it every time. Okay? So you have to go after the sign that you are compatible with. Okay? They say most signs, they say that it is Libra. I say Pisces. You want somebody to baby you, Pisces, okay? For me, Pisces is the sign for this. In some families, that's what you're going to see. If you're going to see a Pisces, you're going to see a Libra. If you're going to see a Libra, you're going to see an Aries. And if you see an Aries in a family, you're damn sure going to see a Leo. So those are some of the family situations. Those are some of the things that you're going to see. So this was Aries. You do qualify to make decisions from your answers. Independently, just like Miss Dominique said, she answered it correctly. Independently, make your answers about this love situation. Get out of your ego, because this is an opportunity for an emotional change. So you can be back. It may be an air sign or a Pisces you make mess with. I don't give a care. But this opportunity of change is coming to you different, but it's coming through an area where you sometimes don't touch, where you sometimes don't admit, where you sometimes have never had feelings before. Some of this sign sometimes can be totally blocked off. That's why I keep telling you. The effort is what's making it judgmental. They're not being 100 about it. So this is where you want to get into that balance. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're dealing with someone fire sign that you're trying to make a decision about, but you keep staying in your ego, this situation is an opportunity for change. It's going to help you emotionally. So when your finances come back to you, you're balanced versus hard as a rock versus coming out fake versus what in the pink is what? Emotions. Less fake emotions. And I'm calling you fake. If you don't have this in your life and you don't have emotions, you don't have feelings, you're going to fake it. That will be gone if you deal with the answers of a love situation where you just keep regressing. You just keep ego in it. It's an opportunity for change. You're holding yourself back. Blue is for effort. I'm giving you an effort for this upcoming time frame. We're going to be going with statistics with and building blocks, and your building blocks is in your blue effort. Okay? This is you. And I want you to qualify. I want you to qualify yourself with answers, with balancing yourself. Maybe working on some of these things. All of this is thrown in like gumbo because the answers is what's going to make you feel good about that because you're used to working from another mind frame, a higher type mind frame. And sometimes you have to sometimes you got to get in the village with the Indian people in order to know in order to know what it feels like to do without, but still have an essence of love. Okay? To be basically whole, fruitful, a good heart to feel and not be so attached to material things because there's not a belief system and you're used to working from a certain mind frame. Okay, some centeredness needs to come in, some balance needs to come in. You qualify, but you got to fix this love stuff so you can bring in that opportunity from change. So when everything starts coming back from you, your judgment will be you being satisfied, which will level out your control in relationships, which will level out your stability, more, talking more, getting out more expression. This is going to change for you. Your control will change your income. Okay? Remember, I told you that it's coming up. Taurus, let's do it. And your losses are from around people you know. Okay, Taurus, Okay, Taurus, so we're working. We're going to use this blue. We're working. Your control here, your effort is in relationships. Okay? Your effort is in your relationships. Your effort is in, you're so tough. You are a tough cookie. You're not like Aries. They're real sensitive. Even though they act like they're not. This is all sensitivity. These are things that's going on because of not making decisions or lack thereof. Work, okay? So what we have going on is we're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna do this. So your this is in your desires. This is your desires. I see a focus here. I'm going to put your red flag in your desires. You don't have much. You're very simple to the point place and you're very patient. So I don't have to do all this with you. Okay? So, they're pretty to the point. So your efforts is going to be in your relationships and in your work life. You want desires and focus to come out more. You want more communication. You want more opportunity. You want more stability in this area. Okay? Okay. Because we're gonna use these. Where's that green thing at? So, in your judgmental, I'm gonna give you this. I say 2.5 weeks. Okay. I say 2.5 weeks. There's something will work here. I'm gonna put. You don't have much. You got prediction. You got prediction. That's all you have. You don't have any qualify because you already where you need to be. It looks like. So with your building blocks, you're already stable. You're in a stable position. You know what you're working with. I do really feel like you need to work in a more diverse area. You got everything going for you. Your control will be in your relationships and in your work area. It looks like those are very positive for you. So that's where your control is, meaning you are in control versus using it for, you see what I'm saying, not knowing what to do because there's a lack in another area. You're judgmental. It just says 2.5 weeks for something that's coming in these areas. So I'm went ahead and took your judgment into your work. Stay focused in that area, okay? Now, when it talks about answers, let's see what's going on with that. Okay? Here we go. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so we're going to be doing itty bitty writing. So if you got an opportunity to look at that, Taurus, if you heard what I said, this is what's going on. I'm going to do a little erasing here. Just keep 2.5 weeks with desires and focus coming in, okay? Now we're going to talk about these desires because I'm going to have to, because your desires is the emotional part of it. Now, where is it? Now, some of you, this is work. Some of you are going to be walking away from career. You're going to be walking in new doors. Walking. New doors. That's what it is here. You're going to be walking in new doors. But not before a relationship is ended. There is a loss in feelings. So we're going to go to qualify here. You do qualify. So you are leaving something and going into something. So your desires is in movement, change, and emotion. Movement, emotion. The effort is in blue, change. Okay. So let's go ahead and break some of this stuff down for you. Now, there is an opportunity in career where you're going to be working on the inside of something. I don't know what it is, but they're going to welcome you on the inside of something. Okay? You're closing the door on a desire. It's just too much. I see here that maybe somebody is going back and forth with you and you feel like it's just too much for me and you may walk out of that door. That's what's coming up for yours is short but simple. This is all about work for you. Whoever was making you mad, you're moving on from that, but not before the desire, the answers of independence comes in with ending a relationship. So you have an ending coming in. You have an ending, mama. You have an ending coming in. Uh-huh. You don't have any imbalance with it. You're pretty solid because you move slow. So this is all about career for you. Qualifying, going into something new, feeling a certain way. I just see this ending here. I see this ending. And then I see you walking into a new door. Not only do I see that, I'm going to go ahead and give you this. We're going to do judgmental, and your judgmental is going to come in new love. So you're changing lanes. You're changing lanes. You're changing lanes. You're changing lanes in love. And just go with it. You're changing lanes in love, and you're changing lanes in career opportunities. And you don't have a choice because there's nothing else that's standing in front of you that you need to get rid of. You don't have a choice but to switch to the other side. Okay? So that's what's going on now. It's coming in. It's coming in right now. You're going to see this thing come full circle by the end of December. Okay? So Aries, here you go. Taurus, you're such an influencer. You're such an influencer. And that's what I wanted. You're such an influencer. So that's what's going up for you. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and go with Gemini. I had this lady been waiting on me all week. She probably mad as hell with me. Okay? Okay, so it's telling me to only do 6 with Gemini, and that's what I'm going to work from. So we're going to work with the number. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put the number 6 for judgments for you. Okay. So right now you're working with, what did I do? Right now we're working with your control. Yes, ma'am. And your control is going to be in your vision. You need to wake up a little bit, mama. Something's going down. Your control is your blue. Excuse me, your effort. That's the blue, my bad. Oh, the effort and control is in blue? Okay, so this is the effort. Wait a minute. Okay, we're going to do it both. because that's what you need. Your effort and your control is in this box. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put some things down here that you might not like because this is what I'm seeing. Where's your finance at? Gemini, finance. Your effort and control is in your finance, mama. And let me tell you why. Because we have a big ass ending in here, baby. This is what your cards is doing. Tell them to scratch it out and put ending. You have a huge ending. A part of your life is over. The only thing that you're working with is maybe a couple of weeks, maybe 6 weeks or so, and your effort and control. And your effort and control is going to come in the area of past partners. Your effort and control is going to come in your vision, how you seeing things, how people are approaching you. That stuff is ending. Another thing that's coming in is there's a stability ending. Okay, all this stuff is about to fall off. This is all falling off. This is all falling off for you. It's really not statistical. It's more red flagged. It's keep your eyes out for new beginnings. Because a situation. Okay, and then let me tell you something here. What I don't like. I don't like this. I don't like your endings, and then you still holding on to emotions. Your belief system, Gemini. Your belief system. That's why I say vision. Your belief system. Okay? Trust. You trust. You trust who you want to trust. You just don't trust everybody. So this is what you're working with. You're working with within the next 6 weeks, and your effort in control is your stability, past partners, and your vision, your belief system. If you're going to believe what they're going to be saying, because you have somebody coming back to you that kind of got away from you or kind of took something from you, and you let the relationship pass. I do feel like there's some type of finance control here that's going to put you back in a positive place. But see, all of this, we're going to go with the green. This judgmental, this got to go first. It's ending. It's almost rounding up. If you see how it was put there half-assed. See it? That's all you got left. That's why I said 6. You may got 6 weeks on this, and these are the things that's going to qualify you for a new beginning. Okay? Your effort and your control is in these areas. These are things that you are used to. These are your dependency areas. These are the things that you are used to seeing. These are the type of people that are keeping you in a red flag zone. Okay? That's why you are being blessed to learn everything slowly and surely, and then it's going to fall off. Now, I need you to be in full command in your judgment area, because this person is going to be coming back right here. I see explanations for you. Use your vision. And when I say vision, go back to what happened in that 6 weeks when you were having problems with effort and control. Okay? What you can control, what effort you should be taking, what type of partners to bring in. Should I go back to them? Where is my place? Where is my stability? Where is my vision? Where is my finance? It's about to fall off and come back in a new way, but you're going to be coming back with your lessons learned. And it's going to start with the person that took from you. Be in control. Be in control. Be in control. Make independent answers here. Remember, what you learn here has to be executed in the ending. Your emotions, your belief system, your systematic trust. Your systematic trust, the way you trust, you do it systematically. Very organized, very balanced right now. Things are going good for you. You're just at the end of it. Be sure that your emotions and your belief system is balanced, because you'll need to make some quick decisions that's going to take you to the next level. Gemini, that's it for you. Really good. I like that. If everybody give a hand for old Gemini, 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 come on, baby. You're doing it. I like it. I like it. You let things fall off. You ain't holding on to nothing. But you know that you are better than who you are. I see that here too. Cancer, let's go. That was good and quick. I know that's right. Okay, we're gonna be working with Cancer. Okay. So here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You are oh girl. Oh honey. I already know Cancer's is sensitive, but good. Damn, you all over. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, baby, baby, where's that red pen? You are over the top, honey. We're gonna start up here. We're gonna put your red flag and moving too fast. Red flag. You're moving too fast in a love relationship. I'm gonna do this. This is the sensitivity thing. Okay. I'm gonna use control in everything that you do. That's the only way I'm gonna get you to listen. So you know that the effort and control is in the blue thing. Your effort and control, we're gonna go with blue with you, okay? Your okay, on this side we have desires. Oh, I ain't doing this all night. On this side we have desires, and then over here, you're not finance. You're moving too fast in a love relationship, and you're missing something. I need your focus to be here, mama. I need your focus to be right here. We're gonna work on that. I need you to be right here in your finances, because in the middle of moving forward in a situation, you just finance. Finance. I want you to get answers. I want you finance. Work on that. Work on this. This is your red flag. You're moving too fast in your desires. You're moving too fast. So you're executing. You're executing. You're feeling. You're executing and you're feeling in love. But your finances, you don't have that type of attitude for right now. You're really emotional right now. You're really emotional. Your desires are there. I see you pining or pinning a loss. See, this is what I'm saying? I see a loss here because of control, non-movement. And then you're over emotional and you're moving too fast and you're executing love before it's time for that level. You put this desire over into your finances and you put this relationship. Slow it down. Because I see things happening, I see offers, I see relationships, I see being in love very fast, and then I see conversations about money and changes, okay? Work on your finances. There's 2 weeks here in business. There's 2 weeks here in business. That's when you'll be able to execute some things. This is your red flag area. This needs to slow down. This is moving too fast. This is where all your control and effort is, and this is where your loss is, because this seems to be what you want, but you can't control this, Cancer. This is love. This is energy. This is how you feel, and this is acceptance, and this is statistical, because based off what you felt in the past, you're going in too fast. You want to qualify. You want to qualify and use your judgments in your finances. You want to make more. You want to negotiate more. Some of you are working in banking and you need to change jobs. That's what's coming up here. I see banking, change jobs, and I see some financial things coming up. Work on this right quick. This is developing too fast for me. It's a red flag. It's not bad, but I see you just moving so good on that, and forgetting about this. Okay, maybe you want something to move, but it's not a complete package. It's not balanced. Where you not over the top or going back and forth, what's greater, what's less, what's good and what's bad, where can I stay and where can I leave? It's not in love, it's in finances, where you have to have your own stability in order to bring in a partner that has finances. Like, work on the finances, work on what you want, and move on this slow. I advise you to move on this new love slow. If you think somebody is coming back, I suggest you let them do what they do and stay here, because you want to bring in a partner that's on this level and on this understanding of finances with you. You can love anybody. Come on, Cancer. Leo, let's go. We're going to be working on Leo. Some of y'all short but sweet. It's going to be all night. So get ready. I may have to do a part two tomorrow. Because I have a reading. This lady been waiting a long time. Ooh, 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 ooh. We're going to be all day. So let me just use red pen for you, Leo. Because I know I see a lot of strength here. Your S is for the statistical strength, okay? You are very strong, just like this Aries is. Okay? So, Leo, there's a lot of strength in your cards. There's strength up here. I see strength everywhere. I see strength down here. I see strength right there. But then I see this. I wish I had yellow for energy. I see this energy here. I see this energy of protection. I see this energy of protecting. I see this energy of being a warrior. I see an energy of don't know where to lay things. Don't know where. I mean, you have what you need, but you don't know where to process this new energy. It's already around you, baby. Now let's talk about. I want you to process this new energy into yourself. You know that self. This energy is for you. Selfish. I want you to be a egomaniac, Leo. I want you to be a egomaniac. Rewind this video and watch the regression. Leo, that's you. Egomaniac. I want you to use this energy to go after what you want. There's nothing permanent in your cards. You at the end of a whole bunch of relationships that should have been gone anyway. You're on the end of somebody that was kind of treating you like a child. And then there's a past relationship that was very sexual for you, that you guys had a good time for about a month and then it was over. Yeah, be selfish. Be selfish. Those relationships are leaving. Baby, it's over. I see the word over here, Leo. You're on the last end of pain. And you know how I know? Because you got strength on every corner. And I want you to use this fast energy to possess and process your eligibility. Because this is a new beginning that's already here for you. I want you to process your eligibility. Your effort and your control has already been done because you're already on the end of letting things go. It's like you got the last cracker you about to eat and you about to bite it. And it's going to open up this inner strength. It's going to open up and process this communication. It's going to open up and red flag those judgments. And when I say red flag those judgments, people are going to see who you really are. Pillar of the community. Strength holder, protector, family man, family woman, cheater, side bitch, lover, if you want. This is my favorite sign. I love Leo. I get along good with Leos. We just get along good. Uh, your strength. Your strength is what you got right now. And do not balance it. You're born with it. You're a lion. You king. You ain't got to to do anything. You just walk with it in power. You guys are great protectors. I love female Leos are different than male Leos, okay? You have power. Females and Leos, you have power on every end. I need you to go into your selfish zone. This energy, this fast energy, this processing, whatever this is that went on in September is going to come back to you. This will float for you through 2020. Oh, I like it. Oh, I like it. You're going to be very strong. You got a lot of positive things here. Use your selfish statistic and qualify yourself for a sound decision so the door can open. Or go read the regression that qualifies you. This right here. And Gemini too. You and Gemini need to go back and look at that regression because you qualify. You have the balance and the strength, and you have the other thing, but you just don't have that choice of eligibility. You don't have anything going back and forth. You're not trying to decipher like, oh, Aries here. You're not. You know what you're supposed to do, but you don't know if it's the right thing because you're working from your mind frame and your judgments because of this. You don't have that because you are strong in every area right now. Use this personal for yourself. Go after the things that you want. Okay? Qualify yourself for a sound decision and kick the door in for new things. This is a big start for me. I love it. You and Gemini. Taurus will walk into it in about a month. Cancer is there now. They just need to get out of their feelings. They're very sensitive. They're very sweet. They're very touchy-feely. They're very gifted people too. They just have to tap into it. But right now, I want you. Anyway, Leo, we're done. I love everything about it. Regression. Qualify yourself for a sound decision. Grant yourself that decision. And it'll open doors for you because you have strength on every end so you can handle anything incoming your way. I love Leo. Good, 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 good. So we're going to go into Virgo. Statistical. Statistical. You want to think that when you think about your strength. You want to think about your area when you want to think about where I come from, where I'm going. Do I have to be what I was raised to be? Right now, you can change that because you are in this fast energies. I love everything about it. You cold up, Rita?
No, it's cold. It's specifically cold in
Okay.
here.
Oh, not specifically.
It's specifically cold in here. It's
Okay.
colder than out there.
Yeah, because we upstairs. So, Virgo. Oh, Lord. Okay. Judgment. Okay. Okay. Some of you Virgos are dealing with marriages. This is what I'm seeing. You know, of course, this relationship. Some of y'all want marriages to come back. Okay. Some of y'all want marriages to come back because there was certain finances that was connected to it. Look at you. Finance. That's your control. Okay. Some of you want relationships to come back. But there's a feeling of loss. Okay, Didi, I'm trying to do something.
Sorry.
There is feeling of loss in a marriage. This is a marriage. There is a feeling of loss in a marriage, a financial loss. There is terrible communication here. You haven't tried to fix nothing. What's up? Why we stuck? Why we can't come up with something? Why we're not coming up with no answers? Why we ain't got I'm gonna have to go ahead and get you right quick. I'm gonna gather you. I'm gonna carry you. We're gonna work with answers right quick. Let me break you down right quick. Not in a bad way, in a good way. So we're gonna be working with answers with you, okay? We're going to be working with answers. We're going to be working with red flags right quick. I'm going to help you solve some stuff. We're going to be working with red flags right quick. I'm hungry again. And then we're going to be working with, I can't, I'm going to have to get you on your emotions because you're not ready for judgments. Like Leo, this is confidence here. This you working with nothing but confidence here. This is an egomaniac, Leo, confidence. I thought they was gonna have it, but see, right here is broke. Is something done broke them down to where they do not want to let go of something, but something with feelings has them kind of suppressed and have them in their feelings. This is what I call regression. This is regression. This could have been, but they don't know how to carry the weight of balance. That's why it's blue. I want to call perfection. Perfection. And Taurus too, because they're about to walk into it now. Virgo, something with the relationship is really important. Talk about that. Talk about that. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about the reason why we're talking about that is because of finance and because of loss and because of this terrible communication. Okay? So you're going to have your red flags in your basis. Okay? We're going to write basis. Your red flag is in your basis. You count dollars in a relationship. I mean, you are counting your dollars. You are counting your dollars. That's your basis. You're not looking at anything but this. Should you stay as a thing here? Finances all over the place. You're going to be reevaluating your basis. You're going to be, it's down here because that's where it is. You ain't telling nobody. Your red flag is your basis. You counting your dollars. This has everything to do with this situation. It'll take me 30 minutes to break this down. I'm not doing that. I'll let you do that. This is what your basis is coming from. There's a lot of confusion in a relationship. There's not no communication, and there's something with finances, and the answers that you are getting, you're not looking up. You're basing everything from your stability. You're basing everything from your stability. That's not how you do that. You base everything in what you believe in and how you see things. You can't base things off material things. You'll be ever stuck in this relationship. You need the regression. You need to qualify yourself. You need to bring in your balance. Come on. These are your answers. You all over the place with this circle. You're not even, this is it. You just circling and trying to make it work, trying to circle it. And it just keeps coming back to this. This marriage is a financial loss. And I can't get my point across. You have no control. You have no answers. But you have effort. That's the only thing you're going to be working from. And your effort is in your finance. You can't work through your life from finance. That's material. Stability is finance. It's not your emotions. So you really over a relationship and you're just trying to see financially if you was to leave it for good, would you be good? I mean, as much as you look at your finances, you should be able to tell that your basis is counting dollars. So we're gonna X that out. Cause we ain't about that. You've already decided. You're just trying to make sure that it's gonna work. You red flagging a situation with answers on your own stability. So with this, it's a fail for me. Because you don't have no confidence. You have no confidence. You have no control. Because this is red flagging. If you're a Virgo and you want to get a reading, I would definitely do you a chart for $25. I will do one like this solely for you. B Proctor 2011 at gmail.com. I will only do a chart and I will do you a prediction. I will do you a prediction box. I will do you like my newbies. I will do you a prediction box and I don't have all day for this because you need help with deciding. You need, baby, your control has to be in balance. You're not even looking at nothing. You're not getting answers. You're not getting answers. You're not getting answers in relationship. You're not getting answers in work. You're not getting no answers. Not this. Nothing is being processed. Because you're trying to see if you're gonna make it on your own. For you that are in marriages with Virgos. If you're a Virgo, that's what it is. There's nothing here. There's nothing here but emotions and effort. Your red flags is in your finance. This is the problem. Where you put all your eggs in a basket. You didn't work independently in your relationship. You didn't have your own while being with them. This is the after effects of it. You don't have to be back in this because there is a lack thereof. Your progress in the process. When you're with them, you do that balance. You never get in a relationship and put all your eggs in a basket. You put your eggs in a basket, but you still live your own life. Communication is terrible. Come get a chart for me. I need to work with some of y'all. And if you want to just get a reading, if you're new with me, I don't do readings on new people. I give you a prediction and I break you down so you can do the work and then I help you along the way. Okay? I bring you in to understand and then we work together. So this is it, Virgo. I'm upset about that shit. Baby, you need to come get a reading. And I'm not just saying that. Look at what we're working with. You have not a qualifying. The only thing you qualify for is to be a Virgo. This relationship has you doubting your stability. Somewhere you lost the way. You lost yourself. You're even to the point to where you'll even go back to a control situation because of finance. Because you just can't seem to bring the numbers together. But if you get out there and get into your selfish ego, and you know if you have to work 2 jobs for your stability, if you have to apply for another job for stability, if you have to leave that relationship and go live with a relative until you process this can qualify you. You don't have any answers. You have no eligibility. You have no balance. Come get a chart for me. I will show you how to do it, and we can get some positive things coming in for you. You do have positive things, but you got your red flags on money in an old situation, and it's just gone. Should you go? Yes. Let me tell you why. Because it will break that energy of dependency, and it will qualify you for a decision. And then you're balanced. Then you know what you got to do. Okay, that's where we're going. Virgo, you know, Virgo. This is for the coming man. This is the coming person. This is a common person. Okay, so we have Leo, Virgo. Oh, snap. Gang, gang, gang. Miss Libra. And we ain't gonna go all day, Libra, okay? This is Libra. I hope that you're enjoying this chart. This is something that will help you progress yourself. These are a lot of things that I've done from I never brought this work to YouTube because I charge very high for it in my home. And I'm probably gonna end this. We're gonna do this and I'm gonna do a usually I would have my food chart here because I want to tell you about the foods that can help you with. And I did that. I did that before. I want you to go back and watch those charts. Okay. We have Aries with the confusion. We have Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and we got gang, 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 gang. Shout out to the gang. Gang, looking at it. Gang, gang. Okay. So hit Libra. Here we go. Is that a mark? Wait a minute. Can you dry erase it off your clothes? Can you erase it off your clothes? Look, can I erase this off my jacket? Maybe. Oh, it don't work. Okay. Oh, good news tomorrow. Okay. I feel that. Oh, another good news. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, good news. Okay. We'll see what it is. Okay. So Libra, I'm just gonna go ahead and it's just so many things is going so fast in my ear. So Libra, I want to red flag you. We're not gonna do statistics. I see some fast energy, girl. And it's some sneaky fast energy. Okay. It's some sneaky fast energy. And it's in your love department. We're just gonna leave it right there, okay? That's it. Now Libra, let's see what's going on. I'm gonna reshuffle that because I reshuffled 3 times and I seen the same thing. So we're just gonna put that in there. And that's really under your emotions and effort. There's some fast energies in love that's coming in almost slime ballish. Okay. I'm gonna do a chart, a food chart for this, for the first 8. I may come back tomorrow and do the rest. I have more readings to do. I hope that you enjoyed this. These are the things we're gonna be doing, which takes a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of work. I get on here and I just do it, okay? And I give you what I got. I'm gonna try to leave Sagittarius, Capricorn. Okay, we can do the last ones. We'll do the last ones. We got enough time. We got enough time. I want to do that food chart too. Okay, I'm gonna do it on here. Oh, I may do it on here. I think I got it in my notes. Okay, Libra. A lot of people coming your way. And I see a lot of hugs and a lot of kisses. I see a lot of people that haven't seen you in a long time. I see you in a new way, but that's within 6 months. Oh, I see a loss trying to come your way, and I see something else turning over for you. I don't even know why I just started saying that. Okay, so here we go. Now, we're going to go with answers. I see alphas here. I see alphas here, and you're not taking it. These are alphas. I see defensive for you, Libra. I see patience for you under answers. We got to do the rest of the signs, so we're gonna do the highlights, okay? Patience here for you. I see you thinking about income. No, stability. Okay, so this is where your answers are gonna come in. You're gonna be your answers is coming. This is where your answers are gonna be coming in. This is all you working with right now. This is going to be coming in fast. And you may see somebody come in with whatever. This is going to be fast energies. Whoever this is and whatever this fast energy love is, you know what it is. It's going to come in and go right back out. But it is going to come in and it looks like it's slow. Okay? That's your answers. You want to know anything about love? It's going to be coming in slow and fast. Okay? Now, let's talk about the offers. You being defensive. Your patience. So your patience and your stability is going to be coming in for you. Okay, so when I say patience and stability, I see indecisiveness. And your indecisiveness is in your control. Indecisive, and I believe it. That's your control. So your indecisiveness is coming from this situation, this love situation. I see somebody coming to you and you turning your back on them. I also see 2 job offers here. Some of y'all gonna be police or law, okay? Or you are one. Your stability is what you need to continue to work on. Your stability is where you are right now. Continue to work on that. And I want you to red flag that. You've already qualified for a decision. You're past Leo. You're already in your changes. You just sometimes get so emotional that you go into your less moments. In regression, we talked about what? What do we talk about with less? What do we say about less, if somebody can tell me? What do we talk about when we said less in the regression chart? What was less? What does less qualify you for? What's past? What does less qualify you for, air sign? What is less? Where is less? If anybody can tell me, where is your less? What does less turn into? Because you're already past this. One of the reasons I'm saying that, because you're in this now. You're coming out of your fast energies because changes have already started to take place. So now your less turns into what? It qualifies you for more. Where y'all at? It qualifies you for more. Because your focus is on stability. Your focus is on the offers. Your focus brought in the patience. The defensiveness is from pain and hurt in situations. Your fast energies is going to prove to you that you qualify for more. Come on, Libra, make that sound decision. Balance, keep balancing. Keep balancing. You're doing good, and I'm seeing it here. Your balance is great. Your balance is great. Your communication is going to be picking up in 2 weeks. No new love. Do not mess with love. No love. No. It's going to throw you off. You still in your less. You have to own the more. It's going to come through with this stability. This is going to prove to you that it was there the whole time. Your patience and your stability is really doing it for me. Just the patience. Your patience does it for me. Your patience is like unknowing. Your patience can go a long time. And I love how you can hold secrets too. That's what it's talking about. Secret offers under the table. Statistically, bro, you're already past. The reason I'm saying you're past this, because now you know what's around you. You have your balance here. You have your balance here. You know that less is the other way. You know that past is the one behind them. You know who you are. Shows it here. Each sign knows who they are. I see that. But the things that happen when no one's around, and the decisions that we have to make when we don't have anybody around or in our life, is when you come into your less or more, and when you come into your true mentality. Okay? Which qualifies you for a red flag. For a red flag. And your red flag is going to be your balance, Libra. I hate to say that though. Even though it looked like it, you're going to have to keep that balance. Your red flag is your balance. Okay? Your red flag is your balance. I'm going to put that right here. You're going to have to keep red flag and that balance. You're going to have to keep your eye on it. Because some of these situations that's going to be coming in, like we talked about yesterday, if you don't take it and float off this new fast energy that you just walked out of, or some of y'all just walking in, you ain't going to make it. You're going to go back to the past, but standing behind somebody else. And when you work with stuff that's standing behind somebody else, 9 times out of 10, they're messing with somebody else. Do you see what I'm saying? Because you're dealing with the past and they dealing with somebody new that's in the now. Okay? Your connections is everything. Connect yourself with your balance. Keep connecting yourself with your patience. Keep being patient. Keep being standoffish. Okay? Communication's picking up. There's no new love, and I don't want you to mess with any love. Whatever's coming into your life, I want you to use your decisive nature. Use your decisive nature to communicate. That's what's coming in for you. Your balance is here. Red flag that balance. Red flag that fast energy and love. Let that new fast energy of love open up these offers and defensiveness and show you your patience. And show you where you are really working on your stability. You're doing more than what you thought you were doing, okay? You don't pay no attention to controlled answers. Things, the negativity that you're holding on to. These are the things that's making it less. This makes this statistical. A victim of your environment, what everybody else do. Stay on the balance. Red flag that balance. And this fast energy is going to open up the door for you to show you where you really stand. Okay, so Libra, that's really good. It was a little complicated, it's a little off balance, it's a little back and forth, it's a little thinkish. You're overthinking here, sort of like Virgo. But the difference between Virgo and Libra is, you know, when time's up, they gonna fight it to the end. To them, ain't no time's up. I'm gonna fight it to the end. I'm going to fight it to the end, and I'm going to be logical about it, okay? You'll just be patient and not say nothing and see it through, and then, which makes the stability run longer. This, they get to the point quick, and then, okay? Two different people, two different perspectives, two different ways of life, two types of upbringings. Very two type of very a thinker. Look how long thinker. These are thinkers. Aries, Libra, Leo, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, emotional, stable in work already. Okay, still trying to make up our mind. Is about to make up our mind. Been had it, been doing it, just suffering from the breakdown of not being emotional, not giving back, not just not being realistic with how they feel. So things are redeveloping in their life so they can be a little bit more calm and realistic, more believable. This ain't for everybody. Libra, you're doing good. Come on, Scorpio. Ooh, okay. So we're gonna go ahead, okay? So you're gonna be working with your past. That's your control. Past. Past work, family, and emotions. Okay? Yeah, that's what you're working with. Now, you know what? I'm tired of you already. You are so one-sided. Right now, you are one. You want what you want. That's your answers. Your answers are one-sided right now. You're being selfish. You and your ego maniac without the fast energies. So everything is literally slapping you in your face. Watch the things you do when you're in a time frame and you don't have fast energies or things coming in to develop your thoughts. You're just really thinking things, and you're gonna start almost learning lessons. Okay? You're one-sided. And your one-sidedness comes in endings, comes in finance endings. You want what you want. You want it to be over. You want something to be over. Finance ending. And you're backing up from love. Some of y'all are backing down from love. Backing down. You're backing down from love. You're backing down from love. Because you're one-sided about a financial situation you want to hear. Surprisingly, you may even hear that that situation is going to be over. This is keeping you from communicating with family. It's keeping you from your love situation. We're going to red flag you on love. It's keeping you from making decisions about your love situations. Whatever this financial ending that you want to be gone, you don't have any balance. You just biting. You just biting. You just biting right now. You're biting this. And it's keeping you from having this type of, because you got all your emotions in this thing you want to end. It's keeping you from love. It's keeping you from embracing family. Embrace. You're really controlled right now. Work. You're very controlled in that work. You want what you want in every part of this, no matter if it touches you or come across you, you are controlling in every one of them because you do not want to come away from this. You want this to end, but I'm here to tell you that it may just end. So if it may just end, then you need to start fluffing these areas up. I'm gonna red flag you in emotions. You raw as hell right now. You ain't giving nothing, but baby, you giving people the kick and caboodle. You are very raw at this time. You have no love in you. You're very raw. You're just biting. You're biting away at something. But what you need to do is you can bite away. but make sure that you're giving the emotions back into dating, communication, being just communication, family, just acknowledging them in some way, and your past. Now let's talk about this. This is where your control is. This is where your control is. In your past has everything to do with less. That's your emotions. Past, it has everything to do with less. And that's the good and the bad. That's your past. You're going to have to deal with that. In your past, I want you to put less, a mark down, and then put past. And then under those, good and bad. Line down, past. You're going to have to process that. And how you're going to process that is get out of this one-sided biting. You just have to have your way in this financial situation. And you biting and you biting and you biting and you're coming cold with work partners. You're becoming cold with family. You're coming cold. You don't want to date. You don't pay attention to it. And you're thinking about things getting away from you. And then you're thinking about your past in a good way. And you're thinking that less is better for you because now you're in a cheap box. This doesn't put you in for a statistic. This puts you in for starting all over again. And you don't want to get that because you're not in fast energies. You are in a thought process that may seem like fast energies, like things are coming your way and you're getting answers. It's because you're biting on one thing. But I need you to bite in these other areas, and then those changes are coming, a new beginning. While you're biting, it may just come and change anyway. Give every part of your life this emotional and this effort. Give every part of your life this control. Give every part of your life this good and bad feeling. Give every part of your life a new beginning. Fluff it out, love it, give it some attention because your control is really giving you the answers of being very judgmental and unbalanced. It's looking good. Just process it to other areas of your life. So whatever's going to happen with this bite, is going to happen regardless, and you'll be able to balance the other areas. Okay, you may not think that you can process this. You're going to have to. That's how you're going to live your life and bring in new things. You keep thinking one-sided, everything going to happen one-sided. You keep thinking you want to do this, everything's going to happen in that area. But everything that's supposed to be processed in every area of your life of balance is going to only happen in this one way. And it may don't turn out the way you want it to turn out. So continue to process for the better, okay? So these are all the signs that we did. I hope that you had a chance to enjoy it. We're going to do 4 more, and then we're going to be done, okay? So I hope you got a chance to do it. See, I don't have my good camera, okay? But I do have it. I do have it. I have a better screen too, so I'm not ready to put that up because, I want it to be right, and I want it to look good. And I want you to be able to see everything that I have here. And this is what we got. This is what we got. Let me take the opportunity to get a picture of it. Who is this? Somebody call me? Oh, girl, bye. So I always try to take a picture of my work. And see, this camera is better. If we would have did it on this camera, believe me. And I may just film it just to let y'all see how much better it is. Oh, this camera's so much better. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you can see everything too. Oh, I like it. Okay, so I'm just gonna record it and put the second half on the other screen. This camera is, oh yeah, I just don't know how good it looks. I just don't want nobody messing with my phone. That's all. All right, so here we go. Oh, it's so much different. So different. Oh, it's live. So that's what we got going for that. So we're going to take the opportunity to take this down, and we're going to be doing the part 2 of it. I'll be back. Let me get something to wipe this off with. So, what's some of the lights on? So that's what's always so much clear. It's so much clearer. Oh my gosh. I just don't want to use it. Nobody messing with my stuff. To all these folks up this YouTube. Messing with my camera and stuff. Oh! Looking at it. Okay. Ooh.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I thought you hurt yourself.
Could be.
I thought you hurt yourself.
Give me that.
Mom, I really thought you hurt yourself. Because
Wait a minute. Did you have a chili dog?
Why?
Because your arm smelled like you had nachos. I don't say nothing funny. That's not funny to me. That's nasty. Go take a bath. You smell like you done had onions on your gumbo or something. Dude, that's not funny to me. So this is the chart we're working with. Did he give me that? I'm broken. So here we go. Oh, it's so much clearer. Oh gosh. Ain't it, Diddy? Look. Look at this one. It's clear, ain't it?
Oh my gosh.
I'm not. Look at you. Look, it's so clear. So we're gonna be working with
Okay, I'll stop.
saggy.
Huh?
Sag.
Saggy.
We're gonna be working with Capricorn. Cappy. We're just gonna take it down here since these last one. We want to work with Aquarius. Aquarius is how you say it. And okay. I'm gonna have to put this on the wall, and I have the tools on the back of it. So we have Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. We're working with building blocks versus regression, all signs. This is the chart. This camera looks way better than this one. It's more clearer. I can see everything, and you can see everything that I wrote. I love that. So since we can see everything I wrote, we're going to go ahead and stay with black, because black seems to be what we're doing. Okay. Okay. We're just going to use these little small colors. Oh, here's my pen. Okay. When we get through with this, I'm going to be doing a food chart for y'all. Right. So let's go ahead and work with Sagittarius. And as you know, blue stands for what? Blue stands for effort and control, depending on what we're working with. Everyone does need, I want everyone to qualify. A lot of people are in the red flag area, judgmental area. It's because you don't want to admit things, the emotions and the effort. Sometimes emotions and effort come off fake in the readings, okay? Like you didn't mean it. Your red flags is what I need you to work on, your answers and your independence and what this is. We're all working with building blocks versus what? There you go. So Sag, here we go. I am all over the place. But here we go. We can see it's so clear right here. I mean, like, all right, Sagittarius, here we go. We're working with 10 weeks. We're working with 10 weeks. You got 10 weeks. Damn. Okay, you have 10 weeks. You have 10 weeks. And everybody gets a statistic. That's what we're working from. Regression. Regression. The word we're working with statistical. Everyone gets that. We're working with regression here. Everyone gets it. So let's see what we got here. Because I try to work with the cards a little bit, but not much, just to get a little. Damn, you got so much shit going on. You're very busy. Okay, we got threes here. We got threes here. We got threes here. Okay. You got threes here. Meaning we're gonna be working from control. Control. No effort. Only control. Convincing. I see convincing in here. Convincing. Control. And adjustments. That has everything to do with your attitude. Okay? Okay? So, in these threes, I see a financial situation that you're trying to get away from. I see you trying to get away from a financial situation. I see your adjustments, finance. I see that too. I see that. The best thing here is your communication in love. That ain't cute. That's where your control is. I'm gonna have to go ahead and red flag you. This is where your control is. 3, 6, 9 weeks. That ninth week, this is where your control is. And that's cute because in relationships, you are doing well. Okay? Relationships, you should be hearing somebody. And it could be in a relationship where someone's asking you for finances or somebody's asking you to help them improve. But there is messages of an ultimate commitment. And I say no. A convincing control. Okay? This relationship in that ninth week that's trying to move forward, this is an X for you. This is not going to happen. Period. This is just a convincing control relief because these two areas have not been balanced. Finance. Finance. Seeing if you should walk away from a job. But then when you go to reevaluate every time, you have no faith in your actions because it's statistical, it's routine. You've been working there a long time, it's your dependency. You've been working there so long, you don't know if you go somewhere else and if it's going to be as good as you have it then. You have to have a better judgment in yourself because you have all the confidence in love. And that's not where it lies. Someone in this situation is trying to convince you to a commitment because they are trying to control your adjustments. But you don't have them controlled. You got 6 weeks to make a decision. You got 6 weeks to qualify. You're going to have to use your judgments and your timing. You're going to have to move. You take it too long. Now ain't nothing happening because you're not where you need to be in order for the fast energies to take process for you. Understand that. 9 weeks to come out of this statistic of where you live and who you are and what you got and what you're working with. You need to develop a faith system. You need to have a belief system. You need to get your answers in your faith. You need to get your answers in your belief. This is not going to stabilize anything. That ninth week, this love thing, this is not going to stabilize anything. If you let this in, this is going to put you on the back step of these things. Okay? Sure, relationship is here. Sure, change is here, but you're so stuck on trying to get out of something with non-movement, it takes you to this area where you feel that it's working out for you and you put your energy into it and you put your happiness into it and you put your conversation into it, but it's this person is doing nothing but doing a convincing control adjustment towards you, using your attitude to make moves on you. You're not in no low self-esteem. Start looking for what you want in your career. Start looking, have more faith in you finding a better job and more money. You got to move on it. You're not where you want to be. It's not because you can't get there. It's because everything comes in not the way you want it. But you have to make the moves in order for the fast energies to move you to a better relationship, or more convincing love, better positions. So when you get in, you can adjust your life to the new income of finances. Red flag, you're at that. Red flag, 10 weeks. 369, red flag, 10 weeks. You want changes. You're going to have to put your faith in your personal effort, your control. Your control is up to you. Your finances is yours. The way of living is yours. You want to walk away from something, then you set the scene. You set up the finances so you can get out and go find a job. And you go out for definites based off your career, based off your work, based off of the positives. You don't have to stay in a situation because it's statistical right, what you've done and who you know, and you've been there. Forget about that. This can come under a new person, not the person you with. You can get the person you want if you just adjust your thinking so you can do it, and you believe and use your faith that is already done. That's it. You need to red flag your control because you got control in the wrong areas. You got it in the areas where it's making you happy versus it's making you stable. You are stable, but you want to do something different. You're really trying to get rid of a financial situation. But this ain't going to do it because they're using convincing control. Your adjustments is what's going to get you through the door. Fix this, you will fix this relationship, and things will come in through fast energies. The longer you wait, the longer you're going to wait to get it. Period. I mean, that's common sense. Okay. That's it. And you do qualify. You're in a qualifying. You're getting answers. You're just too controlling. You controlling things where they don't need to be controlled. You controlling things that's neither here nor there. Okay. I mean, you can be married to somebody, but not to that person. They just they're using they're trying to convince you or something, and it's not you can't receive this convincing without the confidence of your own stability. Okay, so Capricorn, Capricorn, you are very sad. There is a sadness here. There is a sad, and I'm gonna use black. There is a sadness here, and this sadness that you have is coming away from the things have left you. Things have left you, people, family. It's talking about boredom. You're in a box. You need help. If you're a Capricorn, B Proctor 2011 at gmail.com. I will do you a small chart for $10. The big charts, if you want them, they're $25. If you've been with me before and you're a Capricorn, you want a reading, it's $35 flat now, okay? Because we're doing different things. We're not doing all the prediction stuff. I do that with my eyes closed. And accurate, okay? And you're bored. You're bored. You're bored. Some of you left. Somebody left you because of finances. They were with you for finances, and they left you for finances. Okay. And I'm gonna put you down here because you don't have no room for it. Your effort is in your confidence. Let me tell you why. You're taking this hard. This person that left you because of finance is because you promised them finance. This that's sinking around you right now, it is very hard on you. It's relationship based. Some of you feel that someone has robbed you. That's in your judgment. You feel like you have been robbed and taken from. And I understand. It's not over that. You feel like you've been robbed. It's because of this. This is where your hope lies. This is where all your faith was. This is where your faith was. This is where your confidence was in your finances. Because they were only with you for that. And when it got low, they left you. So this is where all you had, all your hope, your trust. People left you because there has been a decline here. You are in an egomaniac's opposite mind. You're in an ego's opposite mind. Like somebody that grew up rich and then they went to jail or something and they've been off track ever since. It's like somebody took something from them when they were younger and they didn't know they were processing it throughout their life as a sadness. You grew up a certain type of way and things changed for you and you start taking things hard. because you feel like you were robbed, like the rich gone poor, or a rich person being put out and shunned. That's how this looks. You had all your faith and confidence in your lifestyle. But you should have learned a long time ago that doesn't bring out positive efforts. It makes you feel robbed. It takes you to a mental place. You're very mental right now. You're on guard. You're probably not even talking to nobody. You're very quiet. And you have a little hate in your heart, animosity. And you're defensive. I'm just telling you, I'm seeing this. You're defensive. And then sometimes you wrap around here and you party, party, party. And you're stubborn, you party, party, party. You party in your mind, you party in them sheets, you party, party, party. And then you get drained. You're very imbalanced. And you get drained. There's something mental here. There's something mental here. There's a blockage. You have a huge blockage. There's something. There's a blockage in your mentality. There's something you missed. There's a missing piece. And I think the piece is discipline. Some of you didn't get disciplined when you were older. That's why you got all this. This is spoiled brat mess. This get what I want mess. This is seeing what your parents did mess. This is lifestyle. I want to red flag your lifestyle. This is lifestyle. You need a whole change. You need a whole way of living. You need to move. There's no answers here. Everything is controlled from your past. You're living from your yesterdays every day, and everything about your life is talking about finances. Now you're coming to a part to where things need to be left out. It's coming to a point where your red flags is signaling you, Cap. Your red flags is trying to tell you something. Where is your emotion? Who do you care about? Where is your emotion? Who left you out in the cold and made you feel like they didn't care about you no more? You have nothing here. You have not a emotion, right? You have not a emotion. Take care of yourself, mama. You have not an emotion. You are very raw. This is a rawness. You have hate on you. You have hate on you. You have it in your heart. Nothing's going to come out of this. Let me tell you the quick way to get rid of all of this. You want to get rid of all of this? You're going to have to forgive your situations. This materialistic, this sadness is because of materialism. Finances. Some of you Capricorns grew up very wealthy. Now the pig's in its own pond, and now you're throwing tantrums, and you're not getting anything accomplished. You're doing same things over and over again. You're going opposite, and it is because of your lifestyle change. You was not disciplined and taught balance. Some of you was not taught balance. You was not taught balance because you had a wealthy lifestyle. And you are suffering. You are suffering with detachment. You are suffering in detachment. Your relationships are just like when you was young. Look at them. People leaving. Boredom. When I get bored, I want to go shopping. Well, give me the money. Okay, I'll go. Come in. Did you get what I wanted? No, then it's over. You see what I'm saying? That's what you're going. Okay. That's what you got going here. Come get a chart for me. Let me help you organize it. Mentally. We're not working with motor. Come on. I want to help you with your motor skills. Your reactions. I want to help you with your reactions, Capricorn. bproctor2011@gmail.com. I want to work on you with your actions. I want to work with you on how you process your communications. You're processing your communications. You need to work on that. This is a statistic. You are a product of your environment because you're a product of finance. You're a product of being spoiled, and you haven't kicked out of that yet. You're still in baby land. This ain't for everybody. When I mean baby land, you're still thinking small. You're not thinking big enough. It's like you're a grown adult and your parents are still taking care of you, but yet they're not around. You still have the essence of that lifestyle and you're still trying to live it out, which you can live it out. You can still live a certain life, but we have to let some things go. We have to let this codependency go, this mentality shake. You have a big mentality. Girl, look, you got a mentality shake. That's what I call it, a mentality shake. You don't know if you're coming and going sometimes. You get off. Somebody asks you something, take you 10 minutes to answer, then you go, oh, okay. That's from that babiness, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You got to get you to own your parts. This party is from the boredom, trying to fill voids. Right here, the discipline. I could show you how to discipline yourself as an adult. Be Proctor2011 at gmail.com. You bring in some faith, you bring in some organization, and you live a routine life or organized life for 6 months, and then you drop it and go. I bet you go in good. It'll work for you. Let's go for Aquarius. I'm red flagging Capricorn. I'm red flagging Capricorn. I'm red flagging the Cappy. I'm red flagging the Cappy. Cappy, come talk to me. I'm red flagging you for a reading. I'm red flagging you for I want to hear from you Capricorns. B Proctor 2011 at gmail.com. Let me do you a chart. You don't need a reading. Let me show you how to process your regressions. Let me show you how to process your options. Let me show you how to put a basis, a foundation into your thought process so you can bounce off from that and go ahead and live your life from where you stand. Ain't nothing perfect, but to begin again qualifies you for better. You are already in your better, but you live in your less. So you're not balanced. Come check me out. So, Aquarius, here we go. And I'm already knowing that Aquarius, we're going to be working from judgments. We're going to be working from judgments, okay? And then we're going to be done. Ma'am, you waiting for your reading? It will not be done tonight, honey. I am wore out from this. Whew. Okay. Oh, okay. That's all we're going to do. It's short but sweet. Okay. All right. Oh, Lord. Somebody trying to come back and you told them no. The word is no for the past love. Past love is no. Past love is no. It's too much family in that mess. The answer is no. They can't come back to you with nothing else. It's just too much family. This is no. This is no. This is a red flag for that relationship. That's a no. That's a no for me and everybody and everything I love. Now, I want to talk about the positives because you have nothing but positives. Because this person is going to keep trying to come back to you. Okay? I want you to ignore the past person. It's not going to work out. They were just an option anyway. Way. Sometimes the way their family got included or your family is in on this, leave that person alone because you have more money coming in. That's all I see in your cards. Moolah. Moolah. Gain. Promotions is here. More communications. You got job offers. You're a business person. You're a business person. You're business minded. Business minded. I'm talking about the males. The women is with this communication. Okay? And if you're a woman you do that, I'm talking to you too, if that's the case, okay? So you are very business minded at this time, okay? And your balance is here. You are in control. Your balance is here. So this does, that's an S. You got a blue S, so you're in control of who you are. So you know what's going on for you. You already know what's going on. You already see what's happening. You know who this person is. I don't see any emotion because you keep it tucked under. But this blue signifies sensitivity and effort. So you're gonna go after everything that you want. Your control is how you see things. You're a fair player. You can come off fake and fake. I'm sorry, some of y'all fake. Fake, 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 fake. I'm sorry, don't be mad at me. Fake as hell. And ain't nobody falling for it, okay? You can come off real fake. Mm-hmm. Because sometimes you do a little bit better than your friends. You do a little bit better than your colleagues. And you seem to, I don't want to say fake. I'm going to say you do this little sarcastic thing sometimes. They say your sign mixes with Libra. Libra will cuss an Aquarius out in 2 seconds. They don't tolerate that sarcasm. So I would suggest you stay from air signs unless you want to get cussed all the way down. So, because you come off sarcastic and very sometimes you don't mean it. Sometimes y'all have had a different upbringing. See, you remind me of an Aries. different upbringing, different things, but sometimes you look down on people. You're very judgmental sometimes. But it's good because your judgmental works for your personal gain, not for friends and family. You use that for your stuff. You don't use that for your love life. You don't use that for your friends. You don't use that for your family. You don't use that for your partnerships and the people you meet and the people you meet out on the street. Okay, that's when that fakeroni comes in. This is business that you work on. Your love, life, and career, that's under a red flag for you. That's not even coming up because you hide that. Because sometimes you don't know what you're doing. You're very spontaneous. You jump into things like Aries. Try an Aries, Aquarius. I think y'all feel good. Y'all do the same stuff. You jump into stuff, you jump out of stuff without deciding on it. Those are the things you use in your business life. You don't use that in your love life. You're very spontaneous. I know a lot of Aquarius that's been married hundreds of times, hundreds and hundreds of times, because of that spontaneous. Okay? I want you to work on being independent in your answers, being independent in your decisions with family. I'm red flagging emotions for you. I want you to try to find you an Aries too. They'll show your ass. I'm red flagging emotions, and I'm red flagging an Aries make for you a fire sign. I want you to, if you know one, they'll teach you a lot. They'll teach you a lot. You have a lot in common. You have a lot in common business wise. You have a kind of what type of money you want to make. Okay, I'm red flagging your emotions. I want you to give more to your family, give more to your friends, be more real, be more realistic. To your friends, you come out phony. I'm telling you, because you be about this. This sarcasm, you want to use that for your emotions. You don't use that with that, okay? You use the opposite side of your feelings with your outside life, and it seems fake. It's like, what? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't seem realistic. You're all about business and being straight up and down the boards like you cannot be cracked. You cannot be cracked. Get into your emotions. Do not take anybody back from the past. They're coming in with all this family mess, okay? Very spiritual sign, very knowledgeable sign, very stable sign. Get back to your emotions and it'll come back to you, okay? Not so spontaneous, not so quick jump off the ledge. Think, then jump. And while you jumping, you can grab something to keep you from falling, okay? Okay? More control. I want you to work on your red flag. I need you to have more control. More control. Okay? I would try Capricorn too if I was you. Pisces, last but not least, we're working with nothing but answers. We're working with nothing but answers for you, okay? And we're going to qualify you. Okay? Here we go. And then we're done. We're going to qualify you. You already qualified. So in this box, you already have more. You just need to break it down to where it works for you in your life. God, this is the last one. I'm going straight to the damn bed. I thought I was going to be able to do that lady reading tonight. Okay? And maybe first thing in the morning. Okay, Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Okay, Pisces. We got a straight line here. You're using your perspective. You're using your perspective. And it's making things smoother. I told you you didn't have nothing but answers. Keep using your perspective because it's smoothing it and it's giving you answers. You have surprises coming up. On the other side of this perspective that you're doing, a relationship is going to come out. I don't know what type of relationship. A relationship is going to come out. Whatever you thinking, and see, Lord. Okay, we're going to have to eat. I'm going to put your little box right here. You tripping. How can you be so smooth in your perspective? How can you be so smooth here, but your finances right here? But your finance, you have no idea. Your finance, you desire. You got it messed up around here. I'm gonna wink this one. This funny to me. I ain't never seen nothing like it. But it's all good, so you got to be young. Okay. Approaches. flirtatious. Right here, this flirting stuff. I don't know what's going on, child. You all over the place. See rejection here. Oh Lord, you working with so much stuff. Rejection. Okay. So we have red flag here. This positive. This qualifies you. I'm gonna put a Q. Whatever you're doing with your perspective, get it out of here. Get it out of your relationship. Get it out of your approaches. Get it out of there, because that's all you keep getting the same type of answers because you're not using it for balance, and you need balance in your finances, not in love. Okay, I want you to get that perspective and get it over here to this job. I want you to use that perspective and get it over here to this desire. I want you to use that qualifying and reject these foods that ain't going where you're going. And I want you to use your perspective to gain knowledge and the type of position that you want. Finances is your perspective. Finances is your perspective. There is something that you are doing with flirting, honey. Whoever this is you flirting with, girl, they are giving you what you want. But I'm telling you, please don't pay attention to it. Please don't pay attention to it because your perspective is working for you in the wrong area because it's the smallest area. I want you to red flag your finances. I want you to use that perspective to get answers in your finances. I want you to use that independence to work in your desires. I want you to use your efforts to reject partnerships and jobs that would not take you from one situation and bring you up in another one. Use your situations that you want to use for an area that seems like it's in a small box. You want to take it to a larger frame, to your finances, to your desires. That's what you want to use your perspective, Pisces. It is looking good for you. Pisces, there is growth here. There is growth. I see growth here. I see growth. I see growth. I see control. See? I see control. I see movement. I see growth here. I see where you've made a decision. I see where you qualify yourself for an answer. But see, you got yourself in a box with a relationship, with this relationship and these approaches, how somebody should be talking to you, how somebody should be coming to you. So you can't decide on this when you ain't number one over here with the finances. You get what you want when you're in this stable mode. Anything else is going to be trickling down because it's almost like you're bringing in who you are, if you understand what I'm saying. But if you get on this finance level, you will attract the same type of person that you're using your perspective to bring in. You use your perspective to bring in this finance. It's going to bring in this partner that you want. As long as you trickle down with these old people, your perspective is going to stay smooth and in a box. And all you're going to do is be going back and forth with the same positive stuff when you can be going back and forth and clocking in at 7 a.m. at a new job. Bring in those positive approaches through finance, through job hunting. Okay? Use your control and your red flags with consistency. Your judgments and consistently going after it, being about you. And when you become to be about you, you get that relationship you want. And that perspective that you're using to make things smoother will bring in a partner that's on the level of what you want to see. You get your questions answered when you go after that answer, when you use the right things in the right areas, and it will usher it in. The things that are uncontrollable are the things that you are trying to use to bring it in. That's temporary, but your perspective and faith and change and movement and going after you is going to bring him or her in. My name is Belinda Bez. God bless ya, and I cannot wait to see the new you. This is Building Blocks versus Regression for all signs. If you would like to get a reading, be proctor2011@gmail.com. I do these charts for $25. I do the smaller charts for $10. And if you are a regular customer, everything is $35 now. If you're a new customer, it's $35. If you are an old customer, you can take advantage of my $20, my $10. All newbies start at $35, and I give you a chance to work with me for a year, which is a one-time price. I do have another new person that's on my list, another new person I'm supposed to be doing tonight. I know she's pissed at me, but when I come through hard, okay? And then I'm going to be coming through with another new person coming in. I'm too tired to do it tonight. This is what's going on. God bless you. I cannot wait to see the new you.